Hi, let me describe in this clip a small trick for Google Chrome, but as it happened, usually the small tricks are the more powerful ones. I remember some time ago when I had a lot of tabs open in my Google Chrome, and apart from that, I had I don't know how many Google accounts associated with this browser instance. So uh, it was a mess because some of those accounts are because of work, some others are because of personal stuff, and it was a complete mess, especially also for the extensions of the browser and some other related stuff linked with the browser configuration or browser sorry browser parameterization. So it wasn't useful for me. And a small and simple idea called profiles changed my life in terms of how to organize this. Because so far, in my mind, Google Chrome profiles are completely associated with the idea of different users. And of course, this is I imagine this is the initial purpose of that stuff. But I gave that a different approach. In my case, if I go to the sorry, Google Chrome profile, I can see I have my personal profile. Here I have my professional profile, and then I created some other specialized profiles. Of course, the professional one is for the Google or for any yeah. At the end of the day, it's for any work associated with my professional job, with my professional activities. I mean, of course, in our company we are using Google Suite, so Gmail, Google Drive, and all that stuff. And I also use those applications for my personal stuff, and it was a mess because I had to jump all the time from one to the other when I only had one profile. Thanks to those multiple profiles, I can have multiple browsers for different purposes, and I have the things more organized and and better, and um, and with settings better timed at the end of the day. Yeah, I created another profile called Comms where I have the calendar and some other stuff. I have just a complete profile for my music, for YouTube, for Spotify, etc. For my surveillance system, and I have guests when I have to record some stuff, and I don't want to share my personal environment in that clip. Okay, as you know, just clicking here, I can jump to one to the other. No? For example, if I click on music, I open a new browser where by default I'm loading my YouTube account. No? As you can see here, the extensions that I have installed in this profile are completely different extensions that I have installed in my default profile. Okay. Another thing that I do is the theme, a different theme depending on the profile. This is extremely useful because I can recognize. No, you can see this is a gray profile, let me say this way, and this is an orange profile. Thanks to that, visually I can be aware not only looking the active profile, just the colors give me an idea about what is the browser that I am using. So, what else? Other nice things about that. For example, if I go to the calendar, okay, I have shortcuts in the taskbar. Okay, with here it is my, let me say, personal browser. Here it is my, let me say, communications browser with short links for typical activities that I do with this profile. I have a surveillance browser with my application for surveillance system at home, completely configured here. Here I have the profile for music that I showed you before, and here it is my professional browser. As you can see, different extensions, different colors, different theme, different shortcuts in the bookmarks bar, etc. Everything personalized. Here you can see the different picture in my Google profile, because this is for my professional activities and this is for my personal activities. So it's really easy way to organize that stuff. And yeah, this is the advantages. This is the good part of the story. Just let me give you some it's not disadvantages at the end, but not comfortable things or small things that you have to take in account. For example, let me go here. Let me look up something, just random stuff. And here I have this link. Of course, if I click with my left button of the mouse, I will open this page. But if I click with my right button, I can I can decide in which profile I want to open this one. For example, if I click in my professional profile, boom, here it is. How this link has been opened in this other browser. This looks nice. This is useful, but sometimes you have to take that in account because you want to open one link to another place. For example, when I go to my calendar and I want to open Google Meet, which is the tool that we use for online meetings in the company, I have to click the right button of the mouse and open link in my browser with my professional Google account, which is this one, with specifying that profile. As I said, just with right click and send, which is the browser that has to open this link. This is extremely interesting thing, not especially unuseful, but you have to remember that. I forget to mention that, of course, you can put shortcuts directly in the in the desktop. No, if you want to create that, it's very easy. Just click Shift button in the keyboard. Open the profiles, Shift button in the keyboard, and then left click in the mouse. You'll see information about your profile. You can rename it, and if you wanna show the desktop shortcut, just click here, and that shortcut will appear. Okay. What's the mess of all that stuff? For example, if I have another application, for example, in this case, a simple notepad, where I have a link. Okay, in which browser this link is going to be open if I double click. For example, I do it, and now you can see it's open. In this case, with my professional account. Why is this open in this professional account, not in the other, not in another place? Because it's the last browser with which I open or close a tab. Say, what? Sounds strange, but it's like this. For example, let me close this browser. I go to my personal browser. I close that tab. I go back to Notepad, double click the link, and you see now it's opening this link. Yeah, this is how it works. Then what's my recommendation? If I want to open this link, for example, with my music browser, what I do is just copy that. Okay, let me, for example, copy this way, or just with the shortcut, and come here, then I paste and go, and I do that this way. Okay, it's not especially comfortable because it usually happens when you are reading an email and you have some links there, and you have to just right click and say copy the link address and go to the browser where you want to open it, paste it there, and this is the fastest and secure way that I do this stuff. This is the only thing that bothers me. The rest of the ideas that I shared with you so far from my side are super advantages, super powerful and super useful things that I use all the day, and I give thanks day after day to the guy that gave me that idea, because it's wow, it changes how I manage my browsers, because maybe like you, I tend to have thousands of things open related with different stuff, and if you don't have those things organized, it's impossible. So yeah, This is my idea. I hope it's useful for you. Bye.